Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel, Dolphin Chick Nails. My name's Frances, and I have a mermaidy design for you. This is my first video, so bear with me, and I'm hoping it's not going to be... I also have prepped this hand already so that it's not going to take too long. I'll let you know what I have on my nails right now. I've got Sally Hansen Big Peel Off Base Coat. I also have this Finger Paints Grab It base coat I got at Sally Beauty Supply. It's a sticky base. On my thumb and my pinky, I have another Sally Hansen one, and this one is called, let me see if I can get it into camera focus and lighting for you. It is Mermaid Tail. I don't know if you guys can see that for the lighting. Mermaid Tail. It is a jelly, so it's not a cream, and it's a dark jelly base, like a navy, almost black jelly base, and it's got, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's got some really beautiful green and blue hex glitters in it, and then some real fine glitters in it as well. And when you put it on, it makes this beautiful kind of jelly sandwich. Let me see if I can zoom it in. Really beautiful jelly sandwich look to it without having to do the jelly sandwich. And I have 3 coats of that because it is a jelly, so it's not very opaque. I have 3 coats of that on my thumb and my pinky, and then on my middle finger I've prepped with 1 coat of Funky Fingers Gesso, or Gesso, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But I got this at Five Below, and this is going to be my stamping polish as well. The reason I have a coat of white on there is I'm going to be smushing 2 colors together, and I wanted them to stand out. Neither one of these are very opaque on their own. And if I used either one of them as the base, I think it would have been way too dark. I wanted a lighter look. They're both Funky Fingers. This one is Vibe With Me. And this one is Salty Kisses. And I'm going to be smushing these together on my nail to get, this effect. I prepped these nails also with a layer of liquid latex that I put just in an old Sally Hansen, I think this is a Sally Hansen bottle. I also have a top coat, Beauty Secrets top coat. I got this at Sally Hansen, or Sally Beauty Supply as well. And I have that on my thumb and my pinky because the glitters do lay flat in this mermaid's tail, but it can be a little too much texture, and I'm going to stamp on top of it, so I wanted a more flat texture to it. I do not have a top coat on these 3. So let's get started. Oh, and I will be using this little stamper. I got this in my Queen set, Lover Box, or Love Box 2. It is sticky and smushy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake up these polishes. Oop. And I'm going to open them. I'm going to dot some of the color on here. Let me see if I should probably zoom you guys in. Oop. But not get you out of frame. peel off this latex. Now, I'm using tweezers to help me peel these things off. I got these tweezers, I believe, at Michael's in their jewelry department, like where you make the jewelry. It's intended, I guess, to help like pinch the edges and stuff together. It's for jewelry making. I was looking for ones that are, these are very thick on the tip. I was looking for thinner ones. If anybody knows where I can get my hands on the thinner ones, let me know in the comments. I think they'd be much easier to work with, but as you see, this latex really helps with cleanup. I have way less cleanup to do since I put this latex on here. All right. So I really, really do like the way this turned out. I do have some cleanup. I am not going to do that cleanup right this second. I'm going to go ahead and add a top coat to these nails. I like to top coat before I stamp in case we make any boo-boos. It'd be easier to take the stamping off. I'm running out of this one. I have another one in reserve. Okay. So I got these, and while I'm waiting for those to dry, I'm going to show you what we're going to do on the thumb and the pinky. For stamping, I have these two plates from Bundle Monster. Bundle Monster recently came out with a hang loose set, and I love the set. It's very nautical and under the sea. It has all kinds of beachy themes to it, and since we're running out of summer quickly, I figured let me do a mermaidy kind of thing, and I figured these would be the perfect plates for it. So I will be using this image right here on these fingers for my mermaid scales, and I will be using this portion of this image right here where there's a tail. This will be my mermaid tail, and this will be my ocean waves. These will go on my thumb and pinky finger. And I'm going to do a little bit of reverse stamping, nothing crazy with this design. And let me see how well. I'm going to bring out a paper towel so that I don't make a huge mess. Let me see how well my stamping goes. I have two lights trained on this area, and it might get a little bit warm. I also have 100% acetone and a cotton claw to help me in between to clean up, and I am stamping with Funky Fingers Gesso. I do have white stamping polishes, but this stamps beautiful. Bundle Monster plates are great. They are etched really deeply, so I don't really have to worry too much about the fine lines not picking up. Now watch, it's not going to pick up for me because, you know, that's just the way we roll. But let's see. And I'm going to use a clear stamper for this one. Excuse my voice. Okay, I'm going to put it on there, and ooh, a good pickup right away. And I'm just going to take my lint roller and clean that up a little bit. Clean up some of what I don't want on there. And I'm going to fill it in a little bit with color on that tail. So over here, I'm going to move this out of the way a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put a couple dots of that purple and a couple dots of this Salty Kisses, and I'm going to fill in that tail. I'm using a teeny tiny dotting tool to do. can turn it around and look in it and check and see what it's gonna look like. And I think it's gonna be all right. I think it's gonna be okay. Let me see if I can zoom you in. Get you over the paper towel so it's easier to see through. Hold on. There we go. So that's how it's gonna look on my finger itself. I am gonna need, it looks like, wait for it to dry a little bit more and add another coat. But this would be a good time then, while I'm waiting for that to dry, to add some latex for easier clean. While I'm waiting, this should be dry as well. I'm gonna add a little bit of, add some more polish here because this polish is dried. This is nail art in real time, huh? Okay. And at this point, it doesn't really matter what color. They're kind of meshing together, which is really what I want. As long as it's more opaque. And now, so I'm gonna wait for that to dry, and I'll add a little bit of a clear base because I'm going to stick it right on my nail instead of taking it off like a decal. And this white part has been dry for a very long time, so if I want that to stick, I need to add a little stick to it. And while I'm waiting for that to dry up a little bit, I'm gonna start stamping the other design. I'm gonna start stamping this design right here. And add some white there. I don't think I talked to you about the scraper. The scraper I got from Nicole Diary. They sent it, I bought 3 plates off of Amazon from them, and they sent me the scraper. It's a thick one, as I'm dropping everything. It's a thick one. I don't particularly like, I like the credit card ones and I like the thicker ones. I have one really thin one and I don't love it. And I don't know if that's because it's bowed and it's not a good one, but I don't have any of, I think the Creative Shop stampers are thin ones too. Never tried those. Let me know what are your favorite kinds of scrapers. Have I been saying stampers this whole time? Scrapers. So I'm going to check the progress. It's back and forth, back and forth. Okay, this one is dry. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to see if I can show you. I don't know how lighting is working for me. Let me see if I can switch up the lighting a little bit. Let's see if I can. I'm placing it on my nail, pushing down and peeling off like this, and there it is. Let me see if I can zoom you guys in so you can see up close what I'm doing. Oh, too much. Too much, too much, too much. There we go. And that went on there pretty well. I'm going to clean off the stamper head, get my polish. Put this on here. Let me zoom you out so you can see what I'm doing, because you have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the thumb that I did on my pinky finger, and then I will come back and show you the finished product. Okay, so I removed the latex. I cleaned up the cuticles with some acetone and a cleanup brush, and I put a top coat on. And now all I really need to do is add some cuticle cream or some cuticle oil, because I'm a little dry from the acetone. But I think this is the finished product, and I'm kind of digging how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you come back and visit.